Hi everybody, my name is Emily and this is Coyote Bird Tarot. We're going to look today at what's coming in this week. This is a timeless reading. It's not tied to the date that I'm filming. I'm a firm believer that these readings find you when you need to find them. So we're going to pull a rune and a couple of oracle cards to get the overall energy, and then I'll pull tarot, clarify, and close it out with some advice. If you'd like a personal reading, I have my info in the description box. That is the only place that you will ever find that info, so if someone approaches you in the comments soliciting you for a personal reading and gives you any other information, that is not me, it's a scam, so be mindful. Yeah, and welcome back, and thank you all so much for being here. If this does resonate, feel free to drop me a comment, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into it. So first we're going to pull a rune. Spirit, what is coming in this week for the collective, please? What is coming in this week for the collective? So we have I was, which is, if I can get it to focus, there it goes. That is the rune of the yew tree. It's considered to be a sign of Yggdrasil, the world tree, which was thought to be a yew tree. It is a rune of polarities, of opposites attracting, of controlling opposing forces. Very similar to the Chariot in that particular regard. So, yeah, you may be dealing with a slightly difficult or complicated situation. There could be energies pulling you in two different directions. And this rune is showing that you'll be able to master that and find a way to have everything pull together. So, let's get some oracle cards and see what's what. Spirit, for the coming week, what can the collective expect, please? What is the overarching energy for the collective for this week? What messages do the collective need to know for the coming week, please? Alright. What does the collective need to know for the coming week? One card, please. There we go. Well, you're special. You got two. So we have Journey, and we have the World. So you may be starting on a journey here. It could be a literal journey, or it could be, you know, a spiritual journey, a metaphorical journey. You could be launching into a new career, a new relationship, a new sense of self. The World here talks about, it's similar to the World card in the tarot. It's not so much about conclusion of a cycle, though, as it is about expansion and opening things up. Think of the Three of Wands. It's basically saying the world is your oyster, and whatever you seek to bring into your life, whatever goals you're trying to attain, that's your confirmation that you're getting there, and it's going to turn out well. Let's get another card here. Spirit, for the coming week, what does the collective need to know? And I will list all the decks I use in the description box. This is the Pure Magic Oracle. Spirit, for the collective, what messages do I need for the coming week? What are the most pressing messages that the collective need to know for this coming week, please? Spirit, two cards, please. What does the collective need to know for the coming week? Alright. We've got Earth Mother, Psychic Recharge, Grounded Healer, Mentor, and Layers. And one more card, please, Spirit. What does the collective need to know for this week, please? What is the most pressing message for the collective for this week? One more card, please. All right. And we have Belladonna Visions, which is Caution, Guidance, Clarity, and Stand Firm. So, with Earth Mother, I'm seeing this as you need to ground yourself before you start into this journey. You know, expansion needs to come from a place of being rooted. You also could use a little bit of downtime to yourself, a little bit of self-care, to recharge. If you're able to get out somewhere secluded, that would be the best course for a psychic recharge. But that's not possible for everyone, so just, you know, take some time to have some alone time, you know, and maybe take a salt bath or just a walk, or do some meditation if that's something you're able to do. Just give yourself some very quiet time to let things percolate and, you know, bubble up from your head, and just let all that negative energy go. It does mention a mentor, so you may have someone coming in who's going to help you on this journey, who's going to guide you. Keep an eye out for somebody who might be looking to help. With Belladonna Visions, it sounds like you're going to need some boundaries where you're going. Caution, guidance, clarity, and stand firm. So, yes, with the world, you need to expand your vision and get clarity on what direction you want to move in. And Spirit will bring you guidance if you can quiet your mind and listen to your intuition. Do be cautious. You know, plan your steps carefully. And, you know, while I'm not saying engage in negative thinking, think about the possible obstacles and how you can overcome those. And stand firm. If this is the direction you want to go in, then by all means go in that direction. Don't let anybody talk you out of it if you think it's what's best for you. Alright, so let's get some tarot. I think I will clear these out of the way for the moment. I'll leave your room there, though. So, Spirit, what does the collective need to know for the coming week? What messages can you provide? Clear, guided messages for the collective for the next week, please. What does the collective need to know for the coming week? Five cards, please. What does the collective need to know for the coming week, please? Alright, that one wants to come out. We have the Moon. Four more cards, please, Spirit. What does the collective need to know? We have the Magician. This is the Hermetic Tarot, by the way. Three more cards. What else does the collective need to know, please? We have the King of Wands. Let me get these a little straighter. What else, Spirit? What other messages do you have for the collective for this week? And, well, I was going to do 5, but I'll take 6. So we have the 10 of Swords. There we go. Now we've got room. The Foolish Man, or the Fool, and the Lovers. And I'll clarify all of these. With the Moon, you may be having some fears and doubts, maybe a little confusion about what you want to do. Come on, you can focus. And you may be having trouble finding that path. But this card also talks about intuition, and listening to your inner voice to find your path. So, again, with the psychic recharge and all that, it sounds like you do need to take some very quiet time and reflect and listen. Listen to your inner voice. You know, if you pray, that's something you do, that'd be a good time to just, you know, talk to your deity or deities and open your mind and listen to what they have to say. With the Magician, it's just telling you that you can manifest what you want to manifest. It goes back to that World card. You're looking to expand things in your life. You have control of all the elements. You have the power to do that. Again, focus your will and line up the things you need to do, line up the obstacles you need to overcome, and knock them down. With the King of Wands, again, this is very much a card of action. The King of Wands is someone who is passionate, who takes action. It can be an entrepreneurial energy. Let's see if I can get that to focus better. Maybe not. There it goes. He, and you know, it's gender is irrelevant for this. I'm just saying he because it's king, but you could very well be a feminine and in this energy. But the King of Wands, he takes action, he goes for what he wants, and he doesn't take no for an answer. So again, definitely keep pushing forward. The Ten of Swords indicates that there may be a painful ending, but it's the beginning of a cycle. You know, it's the end of a cycle, and then you have the Fool that will begin the next cycle. So it may be that something in your life is coming to a close. It could be a career or a job. It could be a relationship. It could just be a behavioral pattern. Something that's caused you pain in the past, and you're ready to shed it and start a new way of being. And then we have the Fool, or the Foolish Man, in this deck. And this is all about starting a new cycle, taking a leap of faith, new beginnings, new adventures. So whatever the Ten of Swords is closing out this week, you're gonna have a new beginning, and it's gonna be exciting. And again, I'm gonna clarify all these in a minute. And then you have the Lovers, which doesn't necessarily talk about love and relationships, although it can. It can also indicate a choice. So you could be needing to choose between two directions. You could be needing to choose between two people or two careers, or it could just indicate a beautiful partnership coming in. I'm not getting any particular love versus money versus self vibes. So right now this could be about anything in your life. But it may be that, for example, this new cycle brings in a new business partner, or a new love interest, or it could just bring in renewed sense of self, renewed self-love. So let's clarify. Spirit, what else does the collective need to know for this week? Get these straightened up a little bit. What else does the collective need to know this week? Please give me clear, guided messages for the collective. What's coming in this week? What do they need to know? What are the most important messages? All right, please clarify the moon, Spirit. Why is the moon here? What else can you tell us? And you have the Lovers again. Interesting. Please clarify the Magician. All right. And you have the Magician. You can't make it up. Please clarify the King of Wands, Spirit. All right. We have the Ten of Swords again. This is getting ridiculous. Please clarify the Ten of Swords, Spirit. Why is that here? Please. Okay, that's way... I'll take two. Alright, so you have... For the Ten of Swords, you have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. Please clarify the Fool, Spirit. Yep, you got two. No, I'm not taking that many. So you got two again. You have Death and Strength. This is looking really good. Please clarify the Lovers, Spirit. Why is the Lovers here for the collective? What do they need to know for the next week? Thank you. And the Six of Swords. Wow, this is really fantastic. Alright, so with the moon, once again, you have the Lovers. So, I'm seeing... You definitely have a choice coming in of some kind. And the moon tells me that you are having some fear and confusion about which way to go. So again, you know, take time to really let it all percolate. Let it, you know, let it bubble in the back of your mind and see what comes up when it, you know, after you've had time to kind of ruminate on it. Again, though, with Iwas here, you're able to control opposing forces. You're bringing those polarities together. You have the skill and ability to do that. So I think you will find the answer you're looking for. The Magician is clarified by the Magician. So I think that's just further confirmation that, yes, you have the skills to manifest what you want in your life. You can achieve what you want. You've got mastery over all the elements. So once you have figured out the direction you want to go with the Lovers, all you have to do is put your mind to it. Again, think about potential blocks, not in terms of, oh God, I can never do this, but in terms of, okay, if that happens, how do I get around it? How do I fix it? With the King of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. So, again, the King of Wands takes action. And what I'm feeling is it's action to put an end to a cycle. You are moving forward. You want to move forward with passion and inspiration, and that means something in your life has to come to a close. But as painful as the ending might be, the new beginning will be a relief. It will remove all the swords, and a new dawn is coming. So for the Ten of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling here, the Queen of Swords is very discerning. She's intelligent, she's thoughtful, but she's also not afraid to use the sword she has to cut things out of her life that no longer serve her. And with the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles talks about lack, and I think that's what you're cutting out of your life, is that sense of lack. You're moving forward very strongly, and anything you can do to bring in a feeling of abundance, of prosperity, of having what you need, whether it's love, money, career, kids, spiritual fulfillment, you're cutting out that sense of lack, and you're seeking, actual fulfillment of whatever type here. So yeah, use your discernment, look carefully at your options, and figure out what's best for you and move towards that, and try to let go of any sense of lack that you have. And then take a leap of faith with the Fool. It's going to be a big transformation with the Death card. No doubt about it. But you have the strength of will and the fortitude to get through this. Death is about endings again, but it's also about rebirth and starting a new cycle, not restarting. And I think Spirit is just telling you have the strength to weather this transformation and to start a new cycle. And finally, with the Lovers, we have the Six of Swords, which is all about moving out of choppy waters into calmer waters, moving away from turbulence and trouble and towards what serves you. In combination with the Lovers, again, there's clearly a choice you're going to have to make. But after all of this, listening to your intuition, cutting out things that don't serve you, I think you're going to have no trouble moving forward towards what does serve you. Think about what is in your best interest, but also what's in your best interest that also makes you happy and fulfilled. What will serve you best? What will keep your life flowing and moving? So, yeah, move forward confidently. Let's get a little bit of advice here. I'm going to pull an animal spirit oracle for you. Spirit, what else does the collective need to know? What advice do you have for them? What does the collective need to know for the coming week? What advice? What advice do you have for the collective for the coming week? Clear guided messages, please. Let's get one card, please, Spirit. What advice do you have for the collective this week? And we have Tiger Will. So that ties in beautifully with both the Magician and the Strength card, because the Strength card especially is about force of will, not hammering things into place, but just holding fast, but also compassion. In the traditional Rider-Waite, the woman is gently closing the lion's mouth, not because she's forcing it, but because she's being kind to it. So I would say, yes, continue to move forward boldly, but also have compassion for yourself. Be gentle with yourself, be honest with yourself, and move towards what's best for you. And finally, a little bit from the Hedgewitch Oracle here. Spirit, what other advice do you have for the collective? What other advice do you have for the collective for the coming week? Clear guided messages for the collective, please. Let's get 2 cards, please, for the collective for the coming week. What advice do you have? What advice do you have for the collective for the coming week, please? Okay. Ha! Strawberry, enjoy. Whoa, that one wanted to come out. And Trout Lily, patience. So, this is enjoy. It's definitely tying in with, let me see. The Journey card. That's what it was tickling at the side of my mind. Yeah, you're definitely starting on a new journey, and part of this is about enjoying that journey. Moving away from lack, from things that don't serve you, from things that are hurting you, like the Ten of Swords. So, it's very much take time to smell the roses and find the little things in your life that make you happy as you're on this journey. And then with patience, that's pretty straightforward. The universe is just telling you this is all unfolding as it should be, but it will take time. So this week will be the first step in this new journey. And you will have to have some patience, but you also have the skills to keep things moving. You've the double magician here, the Six of Swords, the Strength card, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. You can do this. You can keep moving forward, finding what serves you and cutting out what does not. So that is what I have for you this week. I hope it helped. If it resonated, please drop me a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks so much.